Hello everyone. We have another DCooperation. DCooperation is a decentralized collaboration with an awesome guy. He is the founder and the organizer of Oracle D. So hello.
Hello. Hello, Clicks Money. Hello, DCooperation. How's it going?
Thank you very much for accepting this invitation. So how we can find you in Steam Blockchain, by the way?
My personal username is @Starkers, STARKERZ. And also we run a company called Oracle D, Oracle-D on the Steam blockchain.
Yeah, that's nice. So how did you find about Steam blockchain for the first time?
First time, it was a long time ago. I think it was in July 2016. I found out about it, and it was just another ICO. There were so many ICOs going on. Not that it was an ICO, but it was another early phase blockchain to invest in. And I was kind of looking at it going, maybe not. Obviously the social media side of things really perked up my attention. And kind of from there, I watched it for a bit. I watched it for about 4 months and saw the price was going down. So I didn't buy it at that time. And then I think it was in November 2016, I bought in. And yeah, I just thought it was a great buy. The chart looked really good at that time. A lot of the kind of early greed phase of the pump in the price had kind of gone out of the market. And so I waited till quite a while afterwards to get in.
Yeah, that's great. So what do you think about Steam blockchain, how it works?
The Steam blockchain is a fantastic thing because it works to incentivize voluntarism, right? And so it's got this mechanism built into it where people can voluntarily get involved in projects, and those projects can voluntarily reward them for their voluntary help. I think it's a little bit confused as a social media blockchain. I don't think it is a social media blockchain. It's just that's the first app. Steemit.com was the first app on it, and everyone kind of thinks it's a social media blockchain, but actually that's just one thing that you can do with the Steam blockchain. And as a result, the more I've got to learn about it, the more I believe that the Steam blockchain is a mechanism for rewarding voluntary actions. And those voluntary actions can be almost anything, right? As long as the people who are setting up the voluntary action, if they bring in clients in or they're managing work for clients or they're doing their own work, then if they're doing it cleverly, they can reward people and let those people provide evidence for doing that work. And it's a value, therefore a value creation mechanism. And if we can if we can capture that value and keep it inside the blockchain, then we can create a sustainable growing Steam price.
Yeah, that's great. So let's move to you and tell me please about your skills and things that you do well in your life.
I'm originally from a construction project management and engineering background. I worked in the oil and gas industry for about 12 years and worked all over the world and lived on multi-billion-dollar projects, managing and operating and all these types of things. And kind of I got away from that about 3 years ago when I saw crypto was starting to become something. And I'd already been in blockchain for quite a while before that, in terms of buying Bitcoin and things like that. But I kind of really got my head around this stuff and found Steam, and I thought Steam was a really big draw. As happens to us all, we become slightly addicted to Steam, I think. I certainly suffer from that. And so I ended up getting very, very much involved in it. And I met Dylan, my business partner, CTO. He's an architect on the Steam blockchain. And we ended up realizing, okay, the Steam blockchain works like this and this and this. And we were like, hold on a minute, we can build a business here. And just got into it that way. So my skills are really kind of people coordinating, project management, running the company. Certainly Dylan's very much the twisted genius. He's the brains. And he's very talented with computers and things like that, and very talented with many things. So what generally happens is that he comes up with the great ideas, and I tell him, well, practically this will work, that won't work, and we kind of move through it like that, and we really complement each other in that way. So yeah, those are my skills, I guess. Not many more. I can also do 10 press-ups. that's one of the skills, you know.
Cool.
But yeah,
okay.
What I'm really passionate about though is creating value on the blockchain. I think this is something that we all need to be doing. I see Steam as the biggest startup in the world. It's got 20,000 active users. I see those as 20,000 startup employees, really. Not that they're employees because it's all voluntary on the Steam blockchain, but you get the point. And what we should be doing is all of us should be basically working out a way we are going to add value to the blockchain. What are we doing every day to add value to the price of the token in order to capture that value within the token, and therefore we can all live a nice, sustainable life on the Steam blockchain where the price of the token is ever increasing. So it's all about adding value to me, and what can you do to add value.
Yeah, and you are adding value already with the Oracle D by making such amazing contests and to empower, motivating people to make different content about Steam blockchain. It's just great. And I want to ask you now about Oracle D. So how it was created and what is Oracle D?
Oracle D originally was created as a community building platform. And that's really our core business, is that we help people create communities, and that comes in the form of creating content. So you can basically be part of our ecosystem, and you can get multiple different types of content created from high quality creators. And then the idea is that we charge clients for that, and we try to lock a little bit of that into the blockchain before we pay the writers, so that we're creating a net demand for the Steam token. And that's our real core business. But we've also got involved now in helping other companies build their own apps on the Steam blockchain. So we're working with multiple different larger clients. So one of those clients is a hedge fund. We're creating an ICO review machine where we're going to use Steamians who know what they're talking about in regards to ICO reviews to review ICOs and capture that information inside a database, and then use the Steam blockchain mechanism to reward those people if those ICOs become successful. The hedge fund's backing that with a $10 million fund. And we're hoping that as a result of that, they're going to be buying Steam it's not a hope, it's in a contract with them, that they will be buying Steam on a monthly basis from their profits in order to create a sustainable ecosystem on the Steam blockchain. Another client that we're working with is a company called GoFindXR, who are a virtual reality company on the Steam blockchain, and they're going to reward Steamians for uploading virtual reality content to their augmented reality world. And we've got multiple other clients, sort of 6 or 7 other big projects that are going on in the background. We also do Andre Gray's Football Academy, which is a mechanism for rewarding footballers for playing football. And Andre Gray, he just went through to the FA Cup final last night. He's a striker for Watford. So he's kind of backing it with his name and things like this. And I've got a meeting with him later today. And we're discussing how we can do the final rollout so he can start resharing that across his network, which is massive. You know, it's hundreds of thousands of followers. And his girlfriend is also very, very, very famous. She's one of the Little Mix stars, trying to get exposure of the Steam blockchain, to people like that. And the idea being that if we can show them what you can do on the Steam blockchain, these people will buy large quantities of Steam and hold it. So, for example, with the contests that we're doing, a couple of our clients that we do contests for, they don't just do contests for us and the money goes nowhere kind of thing. That would make the Steam blockchain unsustainable. What we try to make sure that we do is that we encourage those clients to hold Steam. So in some way or another, those clients are either paying us directly in Steam or they're paying us by delegating to us, and then we control their delegated part. And so as a result, we demonstrate how this works. The reason that we've got our delegation, for example, is it allows us to demonstrate to people how the Steam blockchain works, and then encourages them to go and buy their own Steam and hold it, and then delegate, if they want to delegate to us or whoever else, to manage that Steam, to get content created and grow communities on the Steam blockchain.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And those who are not in Steam blockchain, can they also participate in your contests?
They will be able to very, very soon. We're building a mechanism to allow people to submit their email addresses. And then in the background, they will take control of one of our accounts. And that will allow them to mine Steam via a database, basically, where we relate the Steam that they've mined into our account via interacting with the Steam blockchain to their username and their email address. And then once they've got enough Steam to buy a new account, we will then just check the record of their email address, how much Steam these guys mine to our account. Is it enough to buy an account? Yes. Then we give them a free account automatically. That's something that I know is being worked on across the Steam blockchain as well by several other projects, and we certainly want to be part of that. So who knows, we might end up bringing it out first, or we're working with another couple of projects to make that happen as well. So you don't necessarily have to be on the Steem blockchain. If you do want to be on the Steem blockchain, obviously there's applying through steemit.com, which might take a few days, or there's Steem Ninja, which we also built. And Steem Ninja allows you to buy an instant account for $2.50. The reason it's $2.50 is to stop people from exploiting that and creating 1,000 accounts to themselves and then going and mining Steem with bots. And the other thing that happens as well is we're going to start giving out large numbers of accounts to people who we trust. So, if you want to just onboard someone with a voucher code for free, we can do that as long as we have a relationship with you. So, for example, at events, if people are doing events, we really, really want to encourage that people come to us before they do their event or they go to an event, so that we can agree to them, okay, we'll give you 50 free accounts. We have a little thing, a QR code on your phone that you just scan the QR code and it gives that person an account instantly. It's an amazing feature. And so we're trying to make onboarding a lot easier that way. But yeah, we're always going to have this problem with onboarding for new accounts because it's a blockchain mechanism. We have to discourage people from exploiting it by creating thousands of accounts to themselves.
Yeah, of course. What about tokens? Do you have some kind of tokens like Steem Hunt and other applications?
Yeah, we have the Ninja token, we have the Oracle D token, and we have the Troll token, I believe our team's set up. None of those tokens are kind of mainstream yet. We're just using them to play around with. We're slowly distributing the Ninja token for people who get involved in Steem Ninja and sell accounts, because you can also, if you use our referral links to sell accounts, you can also sell Steem accounts from your own personal sites, and you get paid a little bit of commission every time you sell an account. And also a few Ninja tokens as well. The idea is that we are working out ways to create a demand for the Ninja token. So, for example, one way that we have a demand built into the Ninja token is if you want to gift someone a Steem account for their birthday or whatever, then you can go buy Ninja tokens and you can exchange those in for a voucher that allows you to send that voucher to the person you're trying to gift the Steem account to, and they have an instant Steem account. Maybe you personally want to put a couple of hundred Steem into that account as well as a gift. That's up to you. And so we have this ability now to gift Steem accounts to people as well, and that's using the Steem Ninja token as a token to create demand for the token and therefore allow you access to create the voucher codes.
Yeah, that's great. And those tokens are built on Steem Engine?
Yes, they are correct, yeah.
Yeah, cool. What about the conferences that you do? Because I saw a lot of different conferences are promoted on YouTube about Oracle D.
Yeah, we first of all, we went to a couple of conferences early on on our time in the Steem blockchain, and we presented Steem. And we realized that most people in the conferences don't know much about blockchain, but they know that it's going to be important. And so what we're able to do, what one of our skills is to communicate what blockchain is to people and how it can be used in their own businesses in very simple terminology. And it puts them at ease very much, and they go, okay, right, I didn't realize that's what it meant, but now I understand. And then we start coming up with, what's your business model? How can we help you? Is there any way you can benefit from being on the Steem blockchain? What can we do for you for free so we can get you in and kind of expose you to the Steem blockchain? So that's one of the things that we do a lot at these conferences. When we meet a new company who we get on with, we like their philosophy, we like their project, we'll say to them, hey, do you want us to onboard you onto the Steem blockchain? We'll set you up an account. We'll do a couple of blogs for you. We'll get them onto trending. We'll provide you with high quality content creators. We'll set you up maybe a competition so that you can get exposure to a larger group of people. All these types of things that we can offer for free because we have the delegation. And that's what we're trying to do to bring them in. And then once that's happened, it's like, well, we either continue the services some way based on a deal, or we say, can you guys buy a significant amount of Steem and we'll continue to run these programs for you for free. But the idea is that, of course, the more Steem you hold, the more things you can get done for free, right? Yeah. It's like it's a hold to play, as opposed to a spend and loss in the traditional model of marketing and creating communities. So that's kind of what we realized early on. And then since then, we had a really great experience from about September this year, because we did a fundition program that got funded to about $3,500. And off that money, we traveled all over the world to about 5 or 6 different events. And that's now got us a lot of clients that we're working on. Some we've closed. The problem with these events is it doesn't just happen immediately. You often have to work quite hard behind the scenes to get a closure from a client. But we've closed about 4 or 5 of those clients that we've met from those events, and we've got about 10 or 15 others that we're working with and coming up with a final kind of contract that we're going to put in place with those clients to create content on the Steam blockchain for them. And so that was really, really great. The Foundation model worked really, really well for that. We went all over Indonesia. We got an MOU with a really, really high-level government think tank. We went to, obviously, to Steam Fest in Krakow. We went to Athens, an event called Decentralized 2018, which was massive. We got a presentation on the stage there because we know the guys personally. That was presented to like 2,000 people. It was amazing. We went to a couple of events in the UK as well that we've been to, and there were several other events. I can't think of them all off the top of my head at the moment.
Yeah,
but it was really great because the idea in these events is, and this is what we should all be doing as Steamians and Oracle D. Once we get our platform, our version 2 of our platform set up, we will be doing this. We want to send local Steamians to their local blockchain events, right? Because it's expensive for me to travel all over the world and also time consuming. But if I can pay for the tickets for Steamians in Nigeria, Indonesia, Venezuela, America, Europe, wherever, right, to go to their local blockchain events. So all we have to pay is a ticket, no accommodation, no transport, right? And we teach them, this is what Oracle D does, and this is also what the Steam blockchain is, right? This is how you talk about it. And then we say to them, you know, we will fund your ticket, we'll give you a few business cards, maybe even a t-shirt or something, send you across to these conferences. So we have a reasonable size of representation at these conferences. And then if you bring any clients in as a result, then you get 12% or something like that of the profits from that deal. Okay. So we can get people, you know, some of these deals can end up being quite big. So, you know, your average one might be a couple of $1,000s that a client might spend, but some of them are going to be, you know, $50,000, $100,000 investment in the Steam blockchain. And then over a period of time, that might generate, you know, 10,000 Steam, 12,000 Steam worth of curation rewards and profits and new Steam. So the Steamian that brought that in would get some of those profits in order to incentivize them for doing that work.
Yeah, that's great. And what about the audience of those conferences? Is the audience is also only with people that are interested in cryptocurrency, or they also like include investors from other businesses?
Generally, it's blockchain conferences that we've been going to because we're based on a blockchain. So it's generally a blockchain audience, or it's a group of people who aren't on the blockchain but know they probably need to be on the blockchain, and it's businesses that want to figure out exactly what blockchain is. Also, of late, the boom's kind of passed. Right, we're in this low phase at the moment in the prices of crypto winter, and so a lot of the people that go to these events are hardcore Bitcoiners and blockchainers. Right, they've already got their own businesses established, and it's quite nice because the people who are there are going to be there in the long run. Whereas a year ago, when we were going to conferences, it was many different types of people from all over the spectrum that weren't involved in blockchain because they're all there for the hype, right? But what's going to happen is that once version 2 is set up and we've got established in the blockchain world, and we've got a few clients coming in, and you know, bits of business ticking through kind of nicely, then we can start. There's no reason we can't start to branch out into other parts of industry. Because ultimately content creation and community building is applicable to almost every industry. You need to have some kind of following and content creation mechanism these days. So one of the examples, it's not directly Oracle D related, but there's a project called Promotion on the Steam blockchain. And the idea is that the content creator approaches a business that has a large following on the internet. So they might have, you know, 15 to 100,000 users or followers on a Facebook account, for example. So they're quite a popular business. They get a bit of traffic moving through. The idea is that the Steamian would go and approach them and say, hey, we're going to create free content for you. We'll create free marketing photos, free live stream events, whatever you need, right? It's for free. Oracle D would then support those content creators and pay them, you know, $100, $150 or so for doing that work. And the client would get that work for free, but in return, the client would have to display the Steam blockchain banner on their website or something like this, right? So we were able to, you know, reach out that way and bring in more industries that aren't necessarily blockchain related, but they benefit from blockchain technology because they get free content from the Steam blockchain. And in return, they have to display the Steam logo onto their website. That's something I'm trying to develop. It's moving a little bit slowly at the moment, but it's that way of thinking that I want to encourage people to start doing on the Steam blockchain, because we do have this mechanism to provide content creators for free to people. But in return, we have to get something back, right? We have to lock in that value into the blockchain in some other way. So it's like, can we get people to display the Steam blockchain logo and it says, you know, powered marketing on this site is powered by the Steam blockchain or something like that, or content creation on this site is powered by the Steam blockchain. So these are the things that we're trying to work on. There's multiple areas at the same time going on. So some aren't as quick as others, and some are higher priority than others, but definitely that way of thinking I want to encourage people to do.
That's really great. And what about the witness? When you run the witness, and how you encourage people, why they should vote for your witness, for example?
Well, for me, it's the amount of value that we're creating. It's the example that we're setting. It's the amount of clients that we're bringing in, the amount of Steam that we've brought in. So we've got the 2 million Steam delegation, but we've managed to bring in about 600,000 Steam in the last 6 months from clients who are now delegating to Oracle D because of that 2 million Steam, right? So we're creating what we call a return on delegation, right? So instead of a return on investment, a return on delegation, where we hope over the course of the next couple of years to be able to replace the full delegation that we have with Steemit Inc. and only become reliable on clients that we serve on the blockchain, instead of just becoming reliable on Steemit Inc. And if Steemit Inc. want to continue delegating to us after that, then that's great. But if they don't, they can always pull that delegation, give it to another project, and allow us to operate with the 2 million Steam that we've got based on clients that are investing in us rather than based on what Steemit Inc.'s investing in us. So we're looking to set these examples, right, to grow these models. We've got so many projects running at the moment. We've got so many big investors looking at Steem as a blockchain that they want to put their money in. And so as a result, we're hoping that people will vote for our witness. Also, we're building many different tools as well that people can use, such as Steem Ninja, where people can buy, sell, and sell other people's delegations. They can buy accounts, they can sell accounts, all these types of items that people can easily benefit from on the Steem blockchain. We're trying to build those out. And so, yeah, please do vote for our witness if you get a chance, because it's an incentive for us to continue working on the Steem blockchain, and kind of keep trying to benefit the community. The other thing that we've done as well is we've been instrumental in setting up the Steem Business Alliance. I don't know if you've heard of that yet, but the Steem Business Alliance is a place where a lot of the large projects are already sitting, and it's a network where other businesses can come from the outside onto Steem, and they can meet the biggest businesses on Steem already, and they can then get, you know, services such as consultations, dev resources, exposure to the networks, exposure to the Steem blockchain, all these types of things. So the idea is that it kind of competes with Ethereum Enterprise Alliance and also Block One in EOS, where we now have a place for business to come. And, you know, it's professional. It's, you know, there's no messing around. There's no, you know, a lot of the conflicts that are within the community on Steem don't always look very professional, and they put a lot of people off. Whereas the Steem Business Alliance won't be anything like that. It'll be purely for professional purposes, for business purposes. And there'll be a lot of kind of the big projects on Steem available there to talk to and to get to meet and to kind of do deals with and benefit from their knowledge on the Steem blockchain. So that's the idea, that it kind of we try to suck business into the Steem blockchain through the Steem Business Alliance as well. So we're involved in all these different things on the Steem blockchain anyway, and you know. Yeah,
that's great. That's really great, and you are really providing a lot of value for Steem blockchain. But tell me, please, what besides voting for the witness, what the community also can do for you to support you?
Certainly voting for our witness. If they follow our tasks, so every now and again, probably once every week or so, we put out a public task where a client wants some work doing. So, for example, right now we have a public task open for the Steem Alliance, which is the voting that's going on for the Steem Foundation. So that's currently a task where we're asking people to go read all the different proposals and put that into a summary so that people can easily understand what they're voting for, right? So that's a typical task. That's not for a client, it's for the community. But you can go get involved in those tasks. You will get rewarded in Steem tokens, and generally we pick 5 winners out of those submittals, and they get, you know, a real large upvote. And then the same thing happens for clients. So we do a lot of work with State of the Dapps, where we run competitions to get content created for State of the Dapps. So you can go do DApp reviews there. You'll get rewarded. And if you're one of the better reviews, then you'll get a much bigger reward. What else do we have? Come join our Discord. As the Oracle D Discord, I'll send you a link so you can find that. At the moment, really, we're in a beta phase. So we've built out our proof of concept, minimum viable product, let's call it, about 10 months ago, and we've been operating that with several Steamians who we trust and know. And we're going to go open once version 2 is completed, and that's really what we want people to support. Once version 2 comes out, we need traffic to come on. We'll bring the clients to that place as well, so that Steamians can get rewarded for doing valuable work for clients. But that's not quite yet. We don't want to rush that, and we're not in that kind of pushing phase where we're trying to get large members of the community in. We're trying to make sure the quality stays high, so we're keeping certain Steamians who we know do great work. We've got about 400 people who we work directly with on the Steam blockchain, and that's just to make sure that we reduce spam for clients, because we don't want clients thinking that we do spam. And what we're doing in version 2 is we're building out a mechanism to essentially hide those tasks, or allow clients to select certain Steamians who we know are recommended and high quality people, so that the clients can make sure we can guarantee the clients that they get the high quality work. But I mean, really, if you want to support, just follow Oracle D, and you'll see that we're constantly releasing media, we're constantly releasing information and ways that people can help, and tasks that they can get involved in. That's kind of our main thing, really, I guess, for Steamians right now. But as time goes on, we'll release more and more platforms. You'll get to find out about them. You get to find out about deals that we're doing with clients that you can benefit from personally. So yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah, and also following the other account like Oracle D Task and D Apps Lovers, yes?
Yes, there's D App Lovers at D App Lovers.
Yeah.
There is Oracle D.tasks. There is Oracle D. There is AGF Academy, Andre Grace Football Academy. If you like to play football and you want to do short videos to earn a little bit of steam, you can go there and do that. What else have we got? Steam.ninja is another one of our major projects. There's constantly news being released about that. We've just integrated PayPal payments, for example, to buy Steam accounts with. And I can't think of all the other ones. There's so many. We did a project called Promo Steam about 2 years ago. That became quite a large network on the Steam blockchain for promoting the Steam blockchain. So that's you can follow that by @Promo Steam, and the other one is @Steam-Ambassador. And yeah, so plenty going on.
Yeah, of course. Okay, the last question, and I think also it's a very important question. What are the tips that you can give to Steamians to improve and to grow?
Steamians, the first thing is to not expect that you're going to get any rewards. I think this is very important. People sell you the Steam blockchain, and this is something that we need to change. We shouldn't be selling the Steam blockchain as a place you can earn rewards. So come on Steam so you can get paid, right? That's not the way it should work. If you want to guarantee you're going to get rewards, you should add value to someone's project, right? This is the important thing. You should go and find a project that you're passionate about and go do things for it. Go help it out, or set up your own project, right? That's something else that you can do. It's very, very hard. It takes a long time to kind of grow the community and all that type of stuff. But if you've got a great idea, you can build it on the Steam blockchain. If you want to build a project and you've got a great idea, come discuss with me. I'll tell you if I think it's going to work or not. I'll help you to understand the nuances of the Steam blockchain so that you can really exploit it and bring it into your projects and optimize that. But as a typical, if you guys are users, if you guys are content creators, I would suggest that you go get involved, go approach projects and say to them, hey, I've noticed you've got this problem, but look here, I've fixed it for you. Or I've noticed that you needed this content created. Look here, I've written it for you. Try that a few times with different projects and see if any of them are responsive. And, projects like ours, if people come and do stuff to help us solve our problems, if you hang around the project, you join the Discord, you listen, you understand what's going on, and all of a sudden you'll start to see, okay, well, maybe I could improve this project by doing this, that, or the other. And you start doing that, and we'll be like, oh, okay, this person's really, really cool. They're dedicated. They want to understand what's going on. They want to help. They're passionate. They're keen to learn. Show those kind of attributes to the projects, and I'm sure that you will get rewards at some point, right? Because the projects will be like, okay, hold on, this person's adding value. We need to make sure that we keep them here, right? So then the upvotes start coming and going that way. The other thing is that there's obviously lots of communities on the Steam blockchain that help people. I couldn't remember the names. I think one's called Steam Wagon. and there's also Steam onboarding as well. And there's a couple of other projects there where they're actually specifically for mentoring Steamians. You can learn how to optimize your blogs, the quality of your content, your videos, all this type of stuff, and really produce great quality content so that people will want to upvote it. So yeah, that's what I would advise anyway.
Yeah, those are great tips. And let's finish. Thank you for this interview, for sharing everything with us. I hope we will collaborate in the future more when you release the new version of also Oracle D.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clicks Money. Much appreciated. And the other thing is follow Clicks Money, because they're brilliant and they're doing a great job of trying to coordinate and bring people together on the Steam blockchain. So we need more of that as well. It's awesome work. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and bye.